What am I grateful for today? The world is designed for this program in our brain to run on not enoughness, always more, always into the future, or comparing to the past, always on to the next thing, more, 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 more. But if I am to stop and look around, a lot of what is here now is something I have asked for in some moment in time. And maybe other half is something I have feared for some moment in time. And to have this acknowledgement and self-responsibility helps to see that everything is here for me to either teach me or help me remember who I am, meaning to help me get to know myself, get to know my thoughts, where my belief systems go, where my mind wanders, and to realize pretty much everything surrounding me right now is and has been envisioned in some moment in time. Maybe not to the detail, but it was alive within me, within you. In all of our micro universes that create this macro universe. And it's so easy for the program again. It works on polarities, good, bad, right, wrong. It works on separation, so it can distinct itself from itself. So by comparison, I am supposedly getting to know more of the world or more of myself. But there is comparison, and this comparison creates this gap of separation, meaning that I am separate from the world is separate from me. And that is not accurate. We are one. And it's not something that can be a concept in the mind. It's got to be understood in this level of seeing, of feeling within the body, to realize we may all be going through different experiences, yet what makes us come into our union, makes us come more into how familiar and how similar we're with each other, is the emotions we feel within. Even if the story, the narrative is different, what comes up on a level within emotions and energy that gets to move through us gets to be the same. Maybe it's a feeling of not feeling safe. Maybe it's a fear of being abandoned or rejected. Maybe it's a wanting of belonging. Maybe it is a desire to be loved. Whatever our story is, whatever our fears are, they all come alive at different stages in our lives. And they are meant to be felt. They are meant to be understood. And by understanding them, we get to understand ourselves. This deeper interconnection of these different layers then comes into this conclusion of knowing thyself. And this has been my experience in life. I may not have many certifications and many teachers at all, but my ultimate teacher has been life itself, and the experiences I have put myself into, that I have thrown myself into, that I have so many times taking leaps of faith and jump off the cliff into the abyss, into the unknown, or gone into the fears that arise. The only way out is through, right? So the ultimate teacher that life has been for me has helped me through experience, and through that realizing, understanding, creating knowledge of the self and its multiple layers, to then, by knowing the self, I get to know the world. And this to me is an embodied wisdom that no book can teach it unless it's experientially felt and moved through us. And this is one thing I'm realizing I can I can offer to people, to this earth, to us as a family, is these stories, the storytelling, to bring more of this humanness that is within all of us, with our soul and infinite self and wisdom and understanding. So the personal stories that then carry the wisdoms and the gifts, the gems, those help us be an embodiment and be in integration of the wisdom of eternity, of infinity, and then the school of life to be bridged with this unexplainable capacity. God, Goddess, Universe, Source, cannot, the thousand names that cannot even ever be put into words. So experience brings wisdom if it's understood, if it's taking the time to integrate. And I will be coming forth more with this storytelling. It's time. I have been kind of hiding or feeling, is there even anything to be shared that is of value? And realizing, wow, there's so much. And I can't even think of the stories. I know they want to come and be poured through me. To touch these vulnerable, intimate parts within you, within us, and by me sharing them, I'm sharing them and reminding me myself of them, which helps me even integrate more into the wisdom, into the teachings, into the lessons. The biggest teacher, life itself, has shown me again and again that God and I are one, that I am one with everything, that consciousness itself is all there is, expressing itself in its multiple intricate layers in this tapestry of life, and that I am one with life. So in this understanding, I get to unravel the mystery that really there is no destination yet. It does bring me closer to God. It brings me closer to my humanness in that, because God is love. I am love. We are love. This is our essence. So the more we understand these different layers and bring them into integration, they get to be brought into love, returning to love. Through that they return to God. Through that they return to me as the co-creator of this experience with life. And that is the beautiful, profound, tragically beautiful, really, joke of life, is that we are the creators of the reality we see today. If we take responsibility of noticing the thoughts, knowing what are the thoughts, the patterns, the conditions, the programs that have run through humanity, and that there may be in intricate blind spots, corners within ourselves, then we drop the blame and judgment. Because in this self-realization, we realize we're intricate, inseparable, completely one part of what we see now in this reality. Micro, macro. The movie in front of me with all of its pain and death and life and joy and wonder, it is created based on these programs that have run through me, through you, through all of us as a collective. So we all have, as one, as the one, have and continue to have participation in this. So do I look through the eyes of love, or do I look through the eyes of judgment, separation, and blame? And it's a choice moment by moment. If I'm to choose love, I choose compassion. I choose understanding. I choose forgiveness. I choose to let go of control, to wanting to fix something. I choose connection with any person, life itself that presents itself to me as a teacher, as a guide, and me as the student of life, and me also as the teacher. One and the same. None of us are either one or the other. That is separation. That is Maya, illusion. And here in Leela, the divine play, we are the creators of the game, and we are the one playing the game, and we are constantly recreating the game, designing, we're the archetypes and architects in all of its different expressions, and the architects of this divine play design reality, so perceived. The tapestry of life, living, just weaving, dream weaving, just like as the spider weaves the web, reminding us of our infinite nature. The spider with the 8 legs, 8, the number of infinity, because it all comes and goes and comes and returns to itself, same as the snake eating its own tail. The spiral of life, because everything just gets to meet itself on a different level of the spiral. So with all that is happening in the world, I'd love to be in presence with any of you that have watched this far and been with me this far, and to connect to the heart of hearts, to our own inner heart, which is the heart of the Mother Earth, the heart of creation, the heart of the cosmos, and bridge this heart as the vessel, as the conduit here in this physical body, between the earth below and the sky above, the cosmos. We come from the stars, and we also return to the soil, the compost, and back into stardust. And that is the beauty. So what are we to here to hold on to? The tenderness in our hearts is one. When we allow ourselves to feel the pain, when we no longer distract or numb or look away from the pain. Right here, right now, every moment is a new opportunity to start anew, to start again. And with this, in the heart of hearts, within my chest, as the conduit between the earth and the cosmos, I bow to life in honor and reverence. And I devote my heart, I devote my breath, I devote my eyes to love, to beauty, to truth. And as I take self-responsibility to meet everything in love, all separation ceases to exist. And these are the seeds that I get to plant, we get to plant in this earth that will eventually get to sprout and flower and bloom. And then the fruits that it will bear for us to take in its own perfect timing when they ripen. And it is autumn right now, and it is harvest season. Can we notice what are we harvesting in each moment? And to allow ourselves the honor, the gift, knowing that we are worthy and of value to pick the fruit that grows in the trees that is here for us. And within the pain, the grief, the sorrow, the loss into this world, to come deeper and closer to love, compassion, to union, forgiveness, tenderness, gentleness, grace, with source, God, Goddess, creation itself. The more I tune in to the infinite, the more I tune in to my body, the energy that runs through it without escape, and the more I tune in to the earth beneath me, the mother that gives us abundantly, the fruit trees, the vegetables that grow, all the animals, the sunshine, the rain, the air to breathe, the waters to bathe in and drink. I'm remembered and reminded once again to be in reverence, to be in devotion, and to come as in service to life that gives me the beauty that I get to witness all the time, if I choose to see through those eyes, because the lenses I see through create my experience. Do I choose to see through the eyes of love? Do I choose to see through the eyes of fear and separation? Do I choose to see through the eyes of care? My prayer is we remember more and more of our innate, inherent nature of who we are, the conduits between Earth and cosmos, the stardust particles that mirror down the soil, the dark mystery turning into compost, into the roots feeding the waters, and the roots weaving into the tapestry of this life. To serve in this remembrance is the truest devotional path of honor and respect and care and love for me. And I want to share it more with you, more with the earth, more with her children, more with the families, the communities, the neighborhoods, soul families. As I share it, I get to remember myself and I get to embody it more, to be this vessel of beauty, to be this vessel of care and gentleness and love. From my heart to yours, I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry.